Welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about how to enable the Active Directory Recycle bin, how to create and then delete test accounts, and then how to restore deleted accounts from the recycle bin. So to do that, first you go to Server Manager, go to Tools, and select the Active Directory Administrative Center. I already kept that open. So here it is. So once you are in the Active Directory Administrative Center, select your domain, and in the tasks pane, see where it says enable recycle bin. So click on enable recycle bin. Are you sure? Yes. So please refresh. Active Directory has begun enabling recycling bin. Will not function until all domain controllers are replicated. Fine. I'll just wait for it to confirm. You can click here to refresh. We'll come back once it has installed. While we are waiting, I'll explain all the other parts of the Active Directory Administrative Center. First of all, in the overview, you learn more about the center. You have links to use the Active Directory Administrative Center to manage IT tasks. Use it for the PowerShell, find answers on the Active Directory forum, deploy dynamic access control, get the Microsoft Solution Accelerator to help configure dynamic access control, and deploy authentication policies and silos. If you want to change or reset the password for a user, all you need to do is type the domain username and then the new password. On the right side, you can basically search for any user that you're looking for. For example, if I'm looking for the user James, there it is. It found that there is a user called James Sparrow, and he is in the users container for Aces Inc. local. There is a contact object also for James, which is in the Aces Inc.local, and we have a user who is in the OU sales Aces Inc.local. So if I want to reset the password of either of these users, all I have to do is right click and then reset password, and that's how the password is reset. Done. If you want to change the other attributes for these users, you can right click, go into the properties, and then manage all the other attributes for this user. So now, as you can see, we can see all the attributes for the user account James, and we can basically see the first name, middle name, last name, the organization, the office. We can put in an email. We can put in a web page. We can put in the phone numbers, etc. You can also add James Sparrow to other groups if you want to by clicking on add. We can also directly associate password settings. We can change the profile, we can change the authentication policy, etc. All this can be achieved right from here. Let's go back. We are going to test the recycle bin. To do that, we are going to create a new user account. So to create a new user account, we will go to the sales OU, and here we'll create a new user. We'll call this test1, and the logon name will be test1. The password, we'll put it in twice. You also have the option to protect from accidental deletion. This will prevent the account from being deleted, but we are not doing any of that right now. So we are done. Just click OK to create the account. So there we have test 1. Now we are going to create a second account called test 2. And we'll put in the password. So we just created a second account. So now we have 2 accounts, test 1 and test 2. Now to verify that we can actually restore this, I'm going to check by deleting test 1. So I'll right click and I'll delete. Yes. Now to see if the recycle bin is active or not, we need to go to the deleted objects container. And there he is. So now our recycle bin is working. I can go back and I can also delete test 2. Now if I go back, both the accounts are there. All I have to do is right click and restore. Right click and restore. And both of them are back. As simple as that. So this is how you enable the recycle bin, and you can restore 80 objects once it's turned on. Thank you. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to protect all user accounts from accidental deletion. So to do that, I'm going to turn on the Active Directory module for PowerShell. So I turn this on. And once PowerShell comes up, I'm going to type in the command. It's a pretty simple command, but it helps you avoid a lot of time by going to each account and turning it on individually. You can just run this. What's this? I don't need this. Oh, this is just to learn how to use it. Okay. We will turn on. So. To start the Active Directory module, go to Start, Admin Tools, Active Directory module for PowerShell. So let's just do that. So you can go to Start. And then see the Admin Tools. Okay. Oh, there it is. Admin Tools. Once the admin tools come up, then you go into the Active Directory module for PowerShell and turn it on. So the command is get -AD object -filter open curly brace open parenthesis object class space -equals user. So once we get all the users from Active Directory, now we're going to change the attribute. So we say set AD object and then protect it from accidental deletion $true, and then once we execute this, it's going to go to each user account and turn it on. I'm seeing a lot of red, so we'll have to figure out what's going on. Why? Okay. Insufficient permissions to protect the object. Okay. So it's a permission. So I must not have run it as the administrator. No worries. Just get the. Okay. In order to copy the command, you can just go to Edit and Mark, and once you mark, you can basically copy it. Oh, not like that, like this, and then I can copy it, but I'll have to run this as the administrator and then it will work. Run as administrator, yep, and then I can come here, paste. Oh, he didn't do it in one command. Okay, broke it up into two, so I'll have to retype the whole thing all over again. Okay. Equals, in order to run the command you must do it as a administrator, which I did, and the minute I did that, now all the accounts are protected from accidental deletion. So that concludes this recording. In the next video we'll talk about other Active Directory functionality. Thank you.